Hello everybody, welcome to KPIS Delhi's C.A.R.E initiative, Current Affairs through Reverse Engineering. These are the articles that we'll be seeing today. Let us look into the first article. On the occasion of Good Governance Day, Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh launches the extended version of Mission Karma Yogi. From prelims perspective, you need to know what Good Governance Day is, what is Mission Karma Yogi in first place, and then what is the extended version of it. Alright? Of our former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Alright, so that is about Good Governance Day. And what is Mission Karma Yogi in first place? Mission Karma Yogi, also known as the National Program for Civil Services Capacity Building. Okay, is a significant reform initiative in the Indian bureaucracy, and it was launched on September 2nd in the year 2020. Okay, and the mission is designed to revolutionize the capacity building of Indian civil servants, enhancing the governance and service delivery. All right. Now, what are the 6 pillars of Mission Karma Yogi? This can be a potential question in your preliminary examination. Alright, what are the 6 pillars? One is the policy framework, second is the institutional framework, third is the competency framework, fourth is the digital learning framework, and fifth is EHRMS. What is this? Electronic HR Management System. Sixth is monitoring and evaluation framework. Alright, and what are the salient features of Mission Karma Yogi? These are the 6 pillars. Now, what are the salient features? To transition from rules-based to roles-based HR management, on-site learning, complementing off-site learning, alright, and shared training ecosystem. Okay, so these are some of the salient features, but 6 pillars you have to remember. What are those 6 pillars? Policy framework, institutional framework, competency framework, digital learning framework, EHRMS, that is electronic HR management system, and monitoring and evaluation framework. All right, these are 6 pillars. Now, what are the components of extended version of Mission Karma Yogi? What are the components of extended version of Mission Karma Yogi? In the extended version, you have 3 new features. Okay, one is My IGOT. What is the full form of this IGOT? Integrated Government Online Training Platform. Okay, and second is the blended programs. Third is the curated programs. Now, what is My IGOT? It offers personalized training courses with approximately 830 e-learning courses available. Now, what are these blended programs? It integrates traditional classroom courses with online components, providing a mix of online convenience and face-to-face interactions. Okay, so you're blending them. And curated programs, see, tailor-made learning journeys for ministries or departments and training institutions utilizing the content and resources from IGOT repository. All right. And apart from these 3, there are additional developments. One is the Karma Yogi Digital Learning Lab or Laboratory, developed 12 e-learning courses under annual capacity building plan. Okay, and second one is Vikas. This is the abbreviation. Now, what is the full form? Variable and Immersive Karma Yogi Advanced Support Program. Okay, it is a blended learning initiative for middle management civil servants in the Central Secretariat. It combines 33 hours of IGOT training with 30 hours of offline training. Okay, so it is 33 hours and 30 hours of offline training. Okay, and it is focusing on functional, behavioral and technological competencies to satisfy the third pillar. All right, and apart from all these things, which is not related to Karma Yogi mission, but there is, for prelims, you also need to know one more thing. What is it? It is the Good Governance Index. Okay, there is something called as Good Governance Index. Okay, and it ranks the states based on the good governance practices it is doing based on some indicators. All right, there are 58 indicators and then there are 10 sectors. Now, what are those sectors? One is agriculture and allied sector, two, commerce and industries, three, human resource development, fourth, public health, 5. Public infrastructure and utilities. 6. Economic governance. See, this is important because most of you would think this would not be a part of good governance. It is a part of good governance, okay? 7th one, social welfare and development. 8th, judicial and public security. 9, environment. 10, citizen centric governance. Okay, this good governance index, it is a separate thing, but you need to know, just in case if you get a question, to mark the answer. These are the 10 sectors that are covered across 58 indicators. All right, now we'll get into the MCQ. Consider the following statements about IGOT, I Got Karma Yogi platform. What is the full form? It is Integrated Government Online Training Platform. Alright, now the My iGot feature on the platform has attracted over 28 lakh users and offers approximately 830 e-learning courses. We've just seen, right, this number 830. So this is correct. When one is correct, B is gone. Now, the Karma Yogi Digital Learning Lab has developed 12 e-learning courses under the annual capacity building plan of the DOPT. Yes, this is also correct. 2 is correct. That means D is gone. Now, the Vikas program is blended learning initiative for senior management civil servants. It is not senior management civil servants. It is middle management civil servants. Okay, and combining 30 hours of IGOT training, no, it's not 30 and 20, it is 33 and 30. Okay, so only 1 and 2 statements are right. Who among the following Governor Generals created the Covenanted Civil Service of India, which later came to be known as the Indian Civil Service? It is Cornwallis. Okay, Warren Hastings, he's related to 1773 Regulating Act. Okay, and Wellesley, 4th Anglo-Mysore War and 3rd Anglo-Maratha War, and also subsidiary alliance. William Bentinck is related to reforms in education sector. Alright, so 3 is the answer. Now, next article. Millisecond burst detected by AstroSat in new high magnetic field neutron star can help understand such stellar entities. Now, for prelims, you need to understand what AstroSat is. Now, what is high magnetic field neutron star? What is a neutron star? Okay, and some other basics. Now, what is AstroSat? AstroSat is India's first multi-wavelength space-based observatory. Okay, it is India's first multi-wavelength space-based observatory, and it was launched in the year 2015. Into 650-kilometer orbit inclined at an angle of 6 degrees to the equator, and PSLV C30 was used. Alright. So it enables the simultaneous multi-wavelength observations of various astronomical objects with a single satellite. Okay, that's why it is known as multi-wavelength space-based observatory. Fine. Now, the payloads cover the energy bands of ultraviolet rays, both near and far, and limited optical and X-ray regime. Okay. Now, where do you find these neutron stars in the life cycle of a star? For this, you need to know some basics. The life cycle of a star, it starts with stellar nebula. Okay, stellar nebula. And then it becomes average star, then it will form into red giant, then planetary nebula. And the stellar nebula, if it becomes a massive star, okay, this is the story of average star. Okay, average star. But if it's becoming a massive star, then it will, here red giant is formed. Now here it will form red supergiant. Okay, and it will lead to supernova. Supernova. Okay, supernova explosion, you all know that, right? Yeah, this planetary nebula will become white dwarf, and after supernova explosion, there comes neutron star, and then there is black hole. Okay, so this is the life cycle of a star, and here you have neutron stars. Now, what is high magnetic field neutron star? These are known as magnetars. Okay, now what are magnetars? These are neutron stars having ultra high magnetic field. Okay, and what did this astrosat do? Astrosat actually detected bright sub-second X-ray bursts, okay, from a new and unique neutron star with ultra high magnetic field. Alright, that is magnetar. Okay, and one feature of magnetar is they display strong temporal variability. Okay, which includes slow rotation, rapid spin down, okay, bright but short bursts, okay, temporal variability, strong temporal variability, including slow rotation plus rapid spin down and bright but short bursts. Alright, so these are some basics you need to know. We'll get into the MCQ. Consider the following statements with regard to magnetars. Okay, they display a weak temporal variability? No, they display a strong temporal variability. So one is gone. Now, decay of magnetic fields in these objects powers the emission there of high energy electromagnetic radiation. Yes, ultra high electromagnetic radiation, right? So, 1 is wrong, 2 is correct. Alright, now consider the following pairs. This was given in the year 2023. Objects in the description space. Cephids, giant clouds of dust and gas in space. See, these are a type of variable stars that brightens and dims periodically. They are not some giant clouds of dust. Okay, so this is gone. Nebulae are stars which brighten and dim periodically. No. Cephids are stars which brighten and dim periodically. Okay, this is gone. Then what are nebulae? Nebulae are vast clouds of gas and dust in space. So this description, the first description given is actually for nebulae. So this and this is gone. Pulsars. Pulsars are neutron stars that are formed when massive stars run out of fuel and collapse. This is correct. Okay, so only one pair is right. Alright, now next article. Ministry of Tribal Affairs initiates IAC campaign on Pradhan Mantri Janjati Adivasi Nyaya Maha Abhiyan PM Janman to raise awareness and ensure 100% saturation of government schemes in PVTG majority tribal habitations. Alright, now in prelims perspective, you need to know what is PM Janman. As it is mentioned, this is the full form Pradhana Mantri Janjati Adivasi Nyaya Maha Abhiyan. Now, when was it launched? It was launched on November 15th. Why November 15th? Because November 15th is celebrated as Janjati Gaurav Divas. Why? To commemorate the birth anniversary of Bhagwan Birsa Munda. Okay, you all know, right? Birsa Munda in our freedom struggle. And from where was it launched? It was launched from Kunti district in Jharkhand. Alright. And third point, an amount of 15,000 crores will be made available to implement the mission in the next 3 years under the Development Action Plan for Scheduled Tribes. Alright. And it was also announced in the budget speech of 2023 and 2024 that to improve socio-economic conditions of PVTGs, Pradhan Mantri PVTG development mission will be launched. Okay, and this 15,000 crore will be given from DAPST, that is Development Action Plan for Scheduled Tribes, for the mission. Alright, this is extra point that you need to remember. Particularly with respect to Janman, these 2 points are there. And Third point with respect to PM Janman, you have to understand that it has central sector and centrally sponsored schemes to focus on 11 critical interventions, 11 interventions through 9 ministries. Okay, now what are those 11 critical interventions? What are those 11 critical interventions? One is provision of Pakka houses for beneficiaries' houses. Okay, Pakka houses. Second and third, energization of household. Okay, fourth one is piped water supply or community water supply. Fifth is connecting roads. Okay, sixth is mobile medical units. Mobile medical units. Seventh one is construction of hostels. Eighth is about the Anganwadi centers. Ninth is about construction of multi-purpose centers. 10th is setting up of VDKVs, VDVKs. Now what are these VDVKs? They are Vandhan Vikas Kendra clusters. Alright. And 11th one is installation of mobile towers. Alright. So these are the 11 interventions. Yeah. Now we'll get into the MCQ. Consider the following statements with regard to Pradhan Mantri Janjati Adivasi Nyaya Maha Abhiyan. It was launched to improve the socio-economic conditions of PVTGs. This is absolutely true. So when one is correct, B is gone, D is gone. It provides financial assistance through TriFed for establishing, processing and selling units for minor forest produce collected by PVTGs. No, this is wrong because there is something called Vandhan Vikas Karyakram. Okay, and another scheme to improve the skills of MFP gatherers and sustainable cultivation of MFPs and their value addition and providing necessary tools and facilities. It aims to improve the returns to the beneficiaries. Okay, so this Vandhan Vikas Karyakram or Vandhan Yojana or say mechanism to facilitate MFP produce through MSPs of PVTGs to PVTGs. These are all related to this one, but in particular PM Janman, this TriFed and this particular thing is not in sync. Okay, so and not in sync as in the 11 interventions whatever we spoke about, those are there. All right, and also as mentioned in 2023 budget speech, it is development action plan for scheduled tribes, which is actually giving those 15,000 crores for what? To improvise the socio-economic conditions of PVTGs. All right, so not TriFed. So this is not there. So first one is correct. Which of the following pairs of Indian state and tribal population are correct? Madhya Pradesh is the largest, has the largest tribal population. Yes, we all know this, right? So when one is correct, B is gone, D is gone. So 2 is common, which means 2 is absolutely correct. 4 isn't there at all, so 4 is wrong. Now you have to just check for 3 and you will get the answer. Chhattisgarh is the second largest tribal population after Madhya Pradesh. No, the order is Madhya Pradesh, then Odisha, right? So third statement is wrong. So A is the answer. Alright. Mizoram has the highest percentage of tribal population out of total population of the state. So this is a fact you have to remember, and it is followed by Nagaland. Alright. And what just to check or to get extra information, we are reading fourth one. Arunachal Pradesh has the second highest percentage of tribal population out of the total population of the state after Mizoram. No, this is wrong. It is Nagaland. Alright, so 1 is the answer. Next article. What we know so far about the volcanic eruption in Iceland. So on December 18th, 2023, a volcanic eruption occurred at the Sund Nukur crater chain. Okay, and it is a volcanic eruption site located north of Grindavik of Iceland. Okay, so this is the context for the article. All right, a crater chain. What is a crater chain? A crater chain is a row of 3 or more impact craters that are similar in size and in age. All right, and where is the location of this particular crater chain? It is located between the Eurasian and North American tectonic plates. All right. And Iceland is a seismic hotspot because of the plates that move in the opposite directions. All right, so these are some basics about this particular volcanic eruption that happened on December 18th, 2023. Recently, there was a massive volcanic eruption at Sundhnúkur crater chain, which is located in Iceland. We've just seen right now. Advantages of tectonic activity in Iceland includes source of natural geothermal energy. Yes, because Iceland is located on the mid-Atlantic ridge where two tectonic plates actually diverge. Okay, this tectonic activity leads to the formation of numerous volcanic and geothermal features. And Iceland abundant geothermal energy resources have been harnessed for electricity generation and heating. Okay, so it is the cost effective energy source for the country. So one is correct, that means B is gone. Now come to second one, creation of new land. See, tectonic activity in general results in destruction of land through volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. In certain cases, it can also lead to the creation of new land. Okay, when will new land be created? This happens when the magma rises to the surface and solidifies, forming new volcanic islands or expanding existing ones. However, the specific advantage is not mentioned. Okay, so creation of new land is gone. It is not mentioned, no, the specific advantage that magma will rise to the surface and solidify. All right, in general, there will be destruction of land through volcanic eruptions and earthquakes in a tectonic activity. So 2 is gone. Okay, now when 2 is gone, this is also gone. Now come to third statement, attraction of tourists. See, attraction of tourists, Iceland's unique geographical features resulting from tectonic activities such as geysers, geysers, hot springs and volcanoes attract tourists from all around the world. Okay, and this is correct. So 1 and 3 are correct, which means C is the right answer. All right. This is it for today. All the best.